because Chris Collins is making a habit out of this right now. They beat the Indiana Hoosiers. They did. And Boo Booey, they swept them. Boo Booey, man, who's got the name and the game to match it right now, makes some huge plays down the stretch. A controversial call at the end, makes the game-winning bucket. Was there a push-up? Yeah, there probably was. But I kind of am glad that they let that thing go. To me, again, Northwestern has now punched its ticket. I think that was the win, that now Chris Collins can exhale a little bit and say, you know what? All we got to do is probably win one more, two more, and we're fine. We can't get swept. We can't go 0 for the rest of the way. But now he can exhale a little bit. And he's got two guards, man, that they're older. They can make plays. Deej sometimes takes some crazy shots, but you know what he does every game? He guards, man. He locks guys up.
I think this is a team, and I think they were in after they beat Purdue on Super Bowl Sunday, but this one solidifies it. You sweep Indiana. First time they played Indiana, Indiana was less healthy. Still not fully healthy, but was less healthy. Wins at Michigan State, wins at Wisconsin. Say whatever you want about Wisconsin this year. Still a hell of a win. They're going to the NCAA tournament, barring losing every game from this point forward. And he's keeping his job. But what I think, one of the things we do a bad job in our business of relaying is how important confidence is, team confidence is. Northwestern is not that good. They are not that talented. Okay? But because they won some games early in the Big Ten, they squeaked some out. Now they start to believe that they're better than they are, and they're playing at a higher level than their actual talent would tell you. And some of that is coaching, right? And Chris, if there's ever people are ever critical of Doug, his dad, or Chris, at times they're a little too much. Right? But if you tweak it in the right way and you can coach confidence and coach kids up, Northwestern is getting a lot out of a good team, right? They're okay, but on paper they're fine. But they're beating all these teams that have slightly better athletic talent or equally well coached because they're playing like a confident club, closing out games down the stretch.
And there was no real pressure on them. Coming to the year, everybody kind of wrote them off, and it was, okay, you know what? They're not going to do anything. They lost, Pete Nance. They lost Ryan Young. They got no chance. So I think you go in with not a lot of pressure and a chip on your shoulder because everybody's saying you're going to suck.
Well, the one challenge that coaches have, and I think Chris probably faced this year, is when there was no expectations for the team, and for him, most people thought coaching for his job, right? The only reason they didn't buy him out last year was too expensive. You can over-coach, over-practice, and have kids leave their legs on the practice floor because you think in your mind, like, look, if they just do what I tell them to do, if I just teach them but it doesn't matter. If you're too tired, you can't make shots. So they've done a very good job of coaching confidence. The team does look fresh and ready, and he's getting a lot out of these guys. I think when you run into the Big Ten tournament, you run in the NCAA tournament, I do think that water will find its level, and I don't think that this is a second weekend team, but that doesn't matter. Remember, we're talking Northwestern, who previous to Chris being there had never been in the NCAA tournament. Never. And then this year, when you lose two starters to some level of all-league caliber players, you end up playing this well down the stretch against the better teams in the league. That's outstanding stuff, and I think it's the coaching of confidence and how much you go and how much you rest guys so that they're ready come game time.